Whoops. Yo, what's popping? Hold on, I gotta get my camera. There we go.
I was gonna take like, man,
Yes.
after yesterday, you don't want to be on camera no more. Is that what we're
Nah. Long day.
No, I get it.
Long
I
day.
get it, man.
See, I got a group project I gotta finish up. So it's one of them days. Your boys in class. So it is what it is. Dave, we caught the L. We're gonna break it down as we do. But you went on with Chris. How was that? What y'all talk about?
It was great. It was awesome, man. The chat was on fire. You know what I'm saying? Probably could have won another hour, but I know he's got a. You know what I'm saying? He got a family. You know what I'm saying? Just like we all do. You got to take care of. You got some youngins. You got an infant in the house. So we went an hour, answered some questions, talked about the game a bit. Check it out. Just go to Charlotte Vibe. If you haven't followed Chris yet, you absolutely need to. He has some really good content. He gets to interview players. He's going to do more locker room talk now that the locker rooms are open back up again. So he's going to try to get more player interviews in the locker room and things of that sort. So go check Chris out. Really, It was a really good show today. I'm glad I was able to get down there and make it today.
Yeah, Chris, good people. I hate that he schedules every show on the days I got classes. He schedules the dates and times I have classes. So hopefully I'll get a chance to link up with him. Maybe before the pregame, maybe I'll reach out to him to do a pregame show with him because he does do pregame or used to. I don't know if he still does it. He does a pregame.
No, he did. He was out there.
Okay.
He was out there on Sunday.
I ain't see him. So maybe next time, Dave, we'll pull up on him and make that.
Yeah, maybe we could try to set something up for the 25th. We'll both be down there.
Yep.
Might not be a bad thing.
Yep. All right, man. We went live yesterday to talk about our first L. But Dave, you ready to go ahead and get into this thing, man?
Let's go,
man.
Let's look, it was I know it was always your weekends, but look, A&T lost,
man.
Panthers lost.
I
mean, I did watch Cobra Kai. Have you seen it? You haven't watched it yet, right?
I watched it. I finished it. I finished that jump.
I'll tell you something, bro. I pulled it so what happened on Saturday was this.
It's okay. It's getting a little watered down to me, man.
Yeah. I mean, the season was cool. I felt like the ending was kind of obvious, sort of. You knew that you knew what was about to go down at the end, but it was cool. But to continue what I did, man. After UFC 279 or 78, I just made a decision to just watch Cobra Kai in its entirety. So I did an all-nighter Saturday night. Went into the Sunday game.
It's cool. I mean, yeah, it's cool. It ain't like I enjoyed it, but it could have been. It's starting to get old, to be honest. They can only take it so many.
There's no way they can have more than one more season at this rate.
Yeah,
they gotta button this up after one more year.
Yeah, for real.
They gotta button it up.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about it by the numbers. Y'all know how we do. We talk about the game within the game, right? You got to win these games. When you can win the game within the game, usually it's good news. Typically, when you see a lot of green on this here slide right here, and welcome to all the new people. If you new, you don't know what this is. But if you old, you've been here for a while, y'all know we break these joints down by the numbers. We have educated opinions that are based on statistics. And sometimes they go off the reins. I gotta pull them back sometimes. Sometimes they be going nuts.
Look, man.
I gotta pull them back. I gotta reel them back in. But generally, we arm ourselves with good statistics, and that's what we do here. So, red zone efficiency, Dave, 2 or 3. That was good considering the red zone issues we've had in the past. I like what we're doing here with the red zone. Not mad at it. I wish we would be able to score more touchdowns in the red zone. But it is what it is.
Well, the bigger issue is that we only got there 3 times. But I mean, now granted, one of the TDs was a big play, but the fact that we only got there 3 times in an entire game is problematic.
Yeah, no, you're right. And we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, third down efficiency, 4 of 11. That ain't gonna cut it. That's not gonna do it. We could not stay on the field, which is why we got killed in time of possession. We got doubled up, Dave. 38 minutes to 21 minutes. That's nuts, bro. And Dave, all that. And we were still in position to win the game. Like, it's a miracle we were even close because they dominated time possession. They were able to run on the ground, get what they needed to get done. on the ground. They kept extending. I mean, it felt like it was 3rd and 4 every play. It seemed like 3rd and 4. We could not get off the field on 3rd down, and we couldn't convert a 3rd down. It was bad. So 3rd
we
down.
We had a lot of 3 and outs too.
Yeah, a lot of 3 and outs. A whole lot of 3 and outs. We only ran I think 53 offensive plays, and they had like 80. Like, that's nuts, bro. Like, that's a lot of plays for our defense to be on the field. So it is what it is. Pass completion 16 to 28, 57%. We need to get that up. You could see there was some timing issues. There was some errant passes going wild. I rewatched the game, and I always like to because I go to the games. It's difficult to get the perspective, that on the field perspective that you see from TV. So I like to go back and watch the games, and I did that. There was a lot of error, miscommunications, which one could attribute to lack of chemistry. And I'll go to that every time. You can say it ain't. You could talk about how the reps and they're NFL guys. They don't need it. To me, it's cap. I think you need that time.
New coordinator, new quarterback, new offensive line, and you guys don't think y'all need continuity? Some reps, man, out of here.
Yeah, reps are important, man, and we could see that. 8 penalties for 96 yards. That's not good. That's not good at all.
That has to change. We're like the North Carolina A&T of the NFL. Mad
DBO, man. We need to bring DBO back or something.
No, the hell we don't. And supposedly somebody said it. I guess Baker Mayfield mentioned we got to quit beating. Don't beat it. We don't need to beat ourselves or something to that effect. He said it in one of his press conferences. Don't beat ourselves.
We was BOing, Dave. We was BOing. But rushing numbers, that's awful. 19 rushes for 54 yards. That's terrible. Run defense, we gave up 217 yards on the ground. They rushed it 40 times. Awful. You're not going to win too many games. 5.6 yards a carry. And to me, Dave, a lot of that was linebacker play. It was a lot of linebackers not filling their gaps. It wasn't good. Not good at all, bro. Not good at all. And I saw the list of running backs we have to play next, and it ain't pretty, bro. We got a lot of work to do to fix that run defense. And not good. Time of possession, we talked about that earlier. 3rd down defense, they converted almost 50% of theirs. That's not too bad. I shouldn't have put a red arrow there, but it just seemed worse than what it was, I guess. On defense, we were able to get 15 pressures, that seems like a decent amount, but it wasn't considering how many plays we were on the field. We had to play like 80 something
80 plays, bro. Yeah, that
only
ain't
had
good.
15 pressures. That's not good at all. So we
one
got
sack.
1 sack. Yeah, 1 sack, 3 quarterback hits, 11 hurries. It's not good. Not good enough. Brian Burns is the only guy out there balling. He had 4 pressures. I think Derek Brown had 2, and everybody else was chilling, really. It was only 1 pressure here and there. Not good. Not good. Total pressures on offense that we gave up, 10, which is pretty good. Like I posted it on Twitter, and we'll talk about it on the next slide. But the offensive line played pretty well, and I got some of y'all got to come. Some of y'all got to own up with the snaps. Like, y'all blaming Eflin. I know y'all don't like. Let me just go ahead and move to the next slide. But before I move to the next slide, that bullet point at the bottom. The Panthers now have lost 8 straight games. That's the longest active losing streak in the NFL, bro. It's not pretty. Not pretty.
You think we're gonna break the record for franchise history?
What's the record? I don't even know what the record is.
15.
Oh, nah. If we do that, bro. Nah, hell nah. We not doing that. If we do that,
I just asked the question.
Definitely, nah, we not doing that, Dave. Don't do that.
Yo, man, the type of torches that'll be coming out in these streets, if that happens, woof. Yeah. Woof. But that's something we got to pay attention to now. We got a couple opportunities to get some wins, though, but that's one thing you got to consider.
This one,
I didn't realize. I didn't even think about the fact that was I know we closed out the season losing 7 straight, but I didn't even think about the fact that that's going to make us the longest active streak.
Longest active streak, bro. It's nuts. Not good. And then y'all wonder why we get up here and start talking shit. Like that's why. Like, you get up, all the optimistic folk, like this is a message to you. This is why we come up here and complain all the time. Like, we got valid reasons to complain, although I think we shouldn't have lost that game due to the refs. But it is what it is. Like, this is why we get up there and complain.
Bro, look. I know we're gonna talk about the refs maybe later, but do you see this chart that you? No, look at the chart. Look at the chart you just pulled up. Look at your game within the game. Look at the game within the game. I only see green once.
Yeah.
All these other things matter, bro.
You're right.
All these other things matter.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're right. But that said, Dave, we still had the W. We still had the W snatched from us. And we gonna talk about it. I got video evidence. The game was snatched from us, Dave. It was snatched. Even with as bad as this looks, the game was snatched from us. The refs took the game from us. Cap.
The video that you about to show shouldn't have happened if we didn't bobble a damn snap.
It happened, though. It happened. We could have, should have, would have. It happened.
I'm just saying, man.
It happened. It happened.
It's just like a boxing match or UFC fight. What do they always tell the fighters? What do they tell them?
That does not mean
down to the judges.
No, that does not mean you can go out there and call bullshit, because that's what they did. The refs, they're good. They had a bad call.
We just caught up with two
bad calls, and I let the first one go. The Brian Burns penalty, cool. We'll take that lump. But you're not gonna explain how you broke the rule and then pick up the flag. Like, that doesn't make no sense. Like, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Real quick, let's talk about the offensive line, because Dave had some smoke from Pat Eflin, and I went back and watched the game.
No, wait, no, don't do that.
No, Dave, don't be backtracking. You got all this video evidence, bro. Nah, don't be.
I said that now, I said I need to watch the tape to figure out whose fault it was.
No, you threw him under the bus before you said that.
That's true.
You said Eflin was trash before. I said, wait a minute. I said, hold up. I said, wait, let's go back and let's see what happened.
Then I agree.
How do you know? Is what I said yesterday. I said, how do you know?
Then I agree. And I said, valid point. Bro, I need to watch the tape and figure out what the hell happened. Valid point. And look and see what the stats say.
And the
stats say,
Pat, I don't even need. He had one bad snap attributed. He had the low snap, which turned into a big game by Christian McCaffrey. That was the one.
That was the one that caused the 20. That was the one that got the 28 yards.
That was the one snap. Jesus. Yeah, that was the one bad snap he had. The other two, Baker dropped.
No, it's three. There's three of them.
The Baker dropped one of them, and then the one that was the critical one on in the fourth quarter, Baker had the ball in his hands and dropped it. How you gonna blame Pat Eflin for that? I know. Listen, I know, bro. I know y'all don't like Pat Eflin. I don't like him.
He's an easy target.
What we not going to do exactly? What we not going to do is just blame him for shit that's not his. That wasn't his fault.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
We're not going to do that. I'm not going to let y'all do that. I try to be as fair as possible, bro.
But that being said, so then we need to talk about it, man. Like, it's unacceptable that Baker bobbled that shit 3 times. This is a quarterback that's been in the league this is his 5th season. Like, this is the simple things. Like, typically when you're going up against your own team, you kind of want to prove it to them. But he obviously kind of proved their point. Because that was a critical moment, bro. I understand what happened with the refs.
Baker had the football in his hands, bro. Baker, on that snap, Baker had the football in his hands. Y'all capping.
Okay. All I'm going to say is this. I'm looking forward to your stock up, stock down. There's a guy that better be on it.
Who? Well, we'll talk about
Baker.
I didn't put Baker on stock down. I didn't. I thought he evened it out. But yeah, I get it. We can argue it. But look, if you look at this offensive line, I'm taking this.
You did well.
Bro, I'm taking this. Yeah. Against Myles Garrett, we knew we set it up for you. We knew Icky was gonna struggle a bit, and he gave up 2 sacks. And truth be told, and Matt Rule spoke to this, one of them wasn't his fault. He was supposed to get a chip help. And then the other one that he gave up, Baker was supposed to do a 3-step drop back and get rid of the football, and he didn't do that. So I mean, let's come on.
I ain't watched the presser yet, but I guess all right. I'm glad Matt Rule's out here pointing fingers at folks. So but it's interesting that he already started to point fingers at his quarterback so soon.
No, I mean, it's just these are. But I get that, Dave, but these issues can be fixed, right? Icky was gonna struggle, and if you want to give it, put that on him. Fine. We knew he was gonna struggle today. All good. Everybody else played well, bro. Like and I feel like Baker did not help this offensive line out. If you want to be honest, Baker was out there, got ants in his
he was holding the ball way too long a lot of times, bro. I agree.
Not only was he holding the ball, he was scrambling when he didn't need to. He was running around. He was real antsy in the pocket. Like, let's put some of this on Baker, bro. Let's put this on some of this on Baker. And that's not his fault either, because the coaching you got to get the guy the reps. All this matters. It's full circle. It's all connected. My fault, Dave.
But let's get back to the discussion point. So I completely agree with you in regards to them having more reps together with the particular offensive line. But do you think because of how great of a line that he had, he might have the jumps? Because now, granted, this is an improvement over what we've had over the past few years. But for him, this is arguably the worst line he's ever had. For him.
Dave, that's what I said, and I should have never.
When we traded for him.
But that's exactly what I said when we traded for him. I said that he's so used to having that top-tier offensive line and running game that when you put it on Baker Mayfield, will he be able to do it? I should have stuck by my guns because I was right. I hate that I flip-flopped.
No, I stood by it
because I hate that I didn't. I know because I let y'all. I listen to y'all, man. I was listening to some people trying to tell me that Baker was great. Listen, Baker's a good quarterback. He's a better option than what we had. Like, he's better than Sam. I'm gonna give you that. But he is in the same, like, bro, they in the same category, bro. Like, these dudes is not that good. And I should have stuck by my guns when I said it. I said that he having that offensive line that he had and having that run game, and when you put Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold in the same situation, right? It's gonna look similar, and that's what happened Sunday. It looked very similar. Bro. Bad throws.
But that being said, I think if you gave Sam, this is a big difference between. I think if you give Sam a stellar offensive line and a good run game and a great run game, I still don't think he'll be good. I don't, because the numbers show he probably wouldn't be good because he was worse with a clean pocket than when he had to scramble. So, but I think for Baker, I think him having a top-tier offensive line and a great run game helps, but that helps any quarterback. That helps Tom Brady. Tom Brady had a rough game yesterday. And why do you think? Well, a lot of his offensive linemen are kind of hurt. You can talk about the fact of continuity, but it's the same offense from last year. Baker doesn't have that luxury either. He's learning a new offense. But at the same time, he's always had a good offensive line and a stellar run game and an occasional weapon to throw to, right? He ain't got that. He's got a good run game, but they didn't really use it yesterday. And we're gonna talk about that. But he ain't got a good offensive line. This is an improvement for what we've normally had, but it ain't what he had in Cleveland. Ask Jacoby about it. You know how many clean pockets I saw with Jacoby? Jacoby was just out there chilling.
Jacoby was chilling, bro. And no, that's what we'll talk about that too. Let's hold that thought. But we'll move on from the offensive line. All that to say, the offensive line had a decent day yesterday. It wasn't as bad as it looked. Baker was panicking back there. He had ants in his pants. He was causing issues, scrambling around where he didn't have to. And guess what? The offensive line may not be as comfortable knowing where Baker's going to go because they haven't had that much reps. When you have reps and you're comfortable with what's in front of you, you can anticipate and know where to go in the pocket. He didn't have it. He didn't look comfortable back there. Baker did not look comfortable back there at all. He didn't. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of it had to do with the lack of run game, which we'll talk about a little bit later. We couldn't run the football. And you remember, if you listen to Quincy, when we had QC on the show, bro, he said, the interiors are weakest link. And we didn't attack. We did not attack it. We didn't even
try to attempt to run the ball.
We didn't even attack it. We didn't even attack it that much. But anyway, that's the offensive line. I digress.
That's overthinking it, bro. That's what I like to call it.
So this is another thing we like to do, total touches, right? So Christian McCaffrey still accounted for 40% of our total offense as far as touches, right? The amount of touches that was out there includes rushes and receptions, right? DJ Moore, 11%. This is high to me. But a little asterisk, we only ran 43 plays. So I'm assuming that if we had more 53 plays, excuse me, if we had more plays to run, maybe the ball would have got spread out a little bit more. I need to see more Deontay Foreman. I need to see because I feel like even when we got to the red zone, Deontay should have got that touchdown. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. DJ Moore,
That rule
Robbie
like
Anderson,
fantasy, bro.
Yo, man, screw y'all fantasy teams. That's why I retired. Screw that. No, forget fantasy. Like, yo, we should get the big dude out there.
I don't know. I don't know if you had a chance. I don't know if you had a chance to watch Farley Vibe yet, but me and Chris brought up the fact that you felt like Chris McCaffrey got the right amount of touches, and he thought that was wild. And he thought that was wild. He thought that Chris McCaffrey should have touched the ball at least 20 times. So he's on the same boat as me when it comes to that.
Yeah, of course y'all should. And then y'all wonder why he hurt.
No, but the problem is that his thing is you're paying that man $16 million to not give him all the work.
Bro, see, that's I don't like that. That's a stupid argument. It's so dumb. Oh, you pay him, now use him. Nah, no. Christian McCaffrey is a weapon whether he's touching the ball or not. What's so hard to understand about that? If Christian McCaffrey's on the field running routes or being a decoy, whatever it is, if he's on the field, he's effective. You don't have to just give him the ball just to produce. Like, he's out. Like, we got to be smarter. We got to be smarter. And I feel like that's the problem. I said it. If we force feed this man 30 touches, he touches the ball, 40 touches, whatever it is, our offense will look trash. It's going to look. But 20. Dave, once we start getting him the football, guess what's going to happen? You're going to keep giving the football more and more. More, you can force feed him and force feed him and force feed him. If you can get what's so hard to understand that if you get other people involved, you have to account for the other people, freeing up McCaffrey to do his thing even more efficiently. When he touches the football, guess what he's going to do? Go to work, because we're not just handing the ball every time. Like, I don't understand what's so difficult about that. I don't understand what's so difficult to understand about that.
Well, I think here's my thing, bro. What it boils down to me is this. We have a head coach that wanted to run the ball 30 times last year, right? That's what he said. He said that in a presser. He wanted to run the ball 30 times a game. Am I right or am I right?
You're right.
So you out here. Now, listen, I'm fine with you saying that McCaffrey shouldn't get all the carries, but he should get more than 10. I think we can agree there.
No.
10 carries?
I feel like no, because when Foreman's getting one, no, spread the football out, man.
So let's say
why can't Foreman get 10? If you go run the ball 20, 30 times, why can't if you run the football 30 times, McCaffrey get it 15, Foreman get it 15. But that's not what's gonna happen, Dave. And you know it as well as I know it. If we run the football 30 times, Christian McCaffrey run the ball 25 times, and Foreman getting 5. Am I lying or am I right?
Yes, you're right. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I know what's gonna happen.
I think this is something we're gonna monitor it anyway throughout the season, but I think the line when it comes to touches, I think McCaffrey needs to have at least 20. So let's just keep an eye on it, and then maybe we equate it to wins. Because
we're gonna keep watching. That's what we're gonna do every week. We'll look at this. But see, here's my problem. Here's my problem, Dave. Because when you look at the numbers, look at the total touches. Guess what? Guess what does not equate? You giving the man 40% of the touches, but he's getting 20% of the total production. Does not compute.
Yeah, does not compute. But normally, if you give Chris McCaffrey like 60 or 70% of the touches, he's probably like 80 to 85% of the offense. I'm not saying he needs to be 80. I'm not saying he needs to be 80% of the offense. And we're beating up McCaffrey, but I want to have a discussion about DJ. Yo,
what about him?
The targets.
What about him?
You think it's cool?
He has some air and I feel like Matt Rule did address it. They wanted to get him more involved. The football just went to Robbie, and I'm okay with that. Like, you don't have to. Like, that's the thing. Why do we have to force feed one individual person? Like, I get.
I'm not saying you got to force feed one individual person. I just thought the target distribution was interesting based on the fact we threw the ball 27 times. So I thought, I didn't have Robbie Anderson leading the team.
Yeah, we threw the ball 27 times, and like 15 of them were tipped.
He had a lot of tip balls, bro. He had a lot of tip balls. but it's good. I mean, it's good that Robbie got off. I was happy for Robbie. Third straight year, he had a long touchdown play. 2 out of the 3 were actually 75 yards. And, of course, the shortest one was when Sam Darnold was the quarterback. But I digress. Carry on.
But, again, I like to put these numbers up to make sure y'all understand. Yo, Christian McCaffrey got the ball 40% of the total touches, only accounted for 20% of the production. Does not compute with me. Like, yo, spread the football out, man.
I'm about to pull up the box score because I gotta pull this up. So they didn't. I don't think they gave that 28 yard rush that he did. They didn't. I don't know if they counted that towards.
It didn't. It counted as a fumble recovery, which does not go towards yards. Yeah.
It doesn't go. So it didn't count on the stat line for receiving or rushing. So Christian McCaffrey only averaged 3.3 yards a carry, so that's part of the problem too. Right, that's got to get higher. Like normally, he averages close to 4.5, close to 5. So I mean, 3.3 ain't gonna fly. So that's a thing too. When you look at the targets, DJ Moore had 6 targets. Robbie Anderson had 8. And so Ian had 3. I only had 1 less catch than Ian. I had 1 less catch than DJ.
Told you about them tight. I told you we're gonna have a good a productive tight end. I told you that, Dave. I told you that. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about tight ends tomorrow on the fantasy show. So we'll talk about tight ends tomorrow.
All right. Shout out to everybody. Follow us on at Panther Nation PC, Twitter, TikTok, IG, all that stuff. And if you want to support the channel even more, go to patreon.com/Panther Nation PC. That would be awesome. And shout out to the MVPs. We did get a new one that just signed up. I didn't get a chance to update the slides, but Dave, we got another MVP member, and I want to shout out Christian Bethune. Christian Bethune is our newest MVP, so shout out to him. And I got some more tickets to give away as well. So I will do that. I need to do that soon. So I'll probably get that done.
Yeah, because
I may do it Wednesday. Yeah, I may do it Wednesday. Remind me to do it Wednesday. I got more tickets to give away. Shout out to the MVPs. Lock in. And Dave. I got extra. I just realized I got an extra Saints ticket to give away because I got an extra one from the fantasy football joint. So I forgot that one's in my account. So you know what I'm gonna do, Dave? I'm gonna give it away. I think I might give it away.
We'll both be there, even though we might not be sitting near each other, but we both be there.
Nah. That ticket is for up top. It's for up top. So I'm not gonna give that one away as part of the MVP giveaway, Dave. But I might do it for a free agent and a free agent and franchise giveaway. That's what I'm gonna do, Dave. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Free agent franchise giveaway for the Section 529, I believe 529 ticket to the Saints game. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I forgot about that. So I'll do that. I'm gonna do that one on Wednesday as well. On Wednesday after we do the jump, the preview. All right. So shout out to the franchise folks and shout out to the free agents. Again, like I just said, I'm gonna do the giveaway for the Saints ticket. Me and Dave will be there. The whole fam's gonna be there, and that's not this week, but it's next week. So it's gonna be turned. So shout out to all the Jones, all the supporters. Dave, I will run your commercial. Give me 1 second. Let's hear this sounds. I like the ring of this. Let's hear a word from our sponsors.
What's going on, guys? This is Dave from PNP, and I'm here to talk to you about Underdog Fantasy. I just want to remind you that's the easiest place to play. There ain't too many places where you can win 20 times your money in the same night, utilizing higher lowers in the pick'em game. And now they have pick'em insurance, where while you won't win the same amount of money that you did before, you can miss one and still bring home some money. So if you do it 3 times, you could potentially still get your money back if you end up missing one. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up today and use the code PNP when you do. And the $100 deposit match still stands. Underdog Fantasy. So yeah, like man, let me tell you something, bro. I'm mad I didn't do pickup insurance because I missed the $5 by 1. And I didn't do the insurance. I could have won 10 times my money. I could have won 10 times my money.
You didn't even listen to yourself.
I know. How'd you? I felt so confident. I felt so confident, bro. And I should have, and I had every right to be, but Aaron Jones ruined it. So it happens. All right, let's do the stock up, stock down.
All right, stock up, stock down.
And you
Let's
messed
get
up.
it.
You've already failed. You failed. It's
Oh, the
IE, not
IE,
Y.
IE. Yes, right. It's right.
Damn it,
I just
man.
left.
That man
I
put that
left it
IE
up
back.
there.
Have a 100-yard day. First time he's had in a minute. And you
You're
out here
right.
not
You're
getting
right,
that man his
Dave.
IE.
I didn't give his IE, man. You're right, man. Shout out to Robbie Anderson, man. Robbie Anderson had a hell of a day, man. He had a hell of a day yesterday. They finally got him the ball deep, pause. And we've been waiting on that. That's the type of receiver he is. And I know it was a blown coverage or whatever, but you got to take advantage of it. Baker found it, and that's what it is. That's what it is, man. So shout out to Robbie Anderson, man. Good game from him. Hopefully we continue to see him get active. And I just want to know where the Robbie haters are. Because it's a lot of y'all that said Robbie was trash. Y'all got to come to the altar. What's up? What's up with y'all? What's up with that? Y'all good? Robbie haters okay out there?
I'm gonna help that Robbie haters for 10 seconds. And then y'all on your own. He's done this in week 1 3 straight times, 3 straight years since he's been in Carolina. He's had a big play. So I will give you just a dice of help. Because I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Like, Robbie Anderson is going to be on my list of somebody you need to consider grabbing because he's available in a lot of fantasy leagues tomorrow. But he had a phenomenal game, and he had a lot of targets. And I'm just nervous about the fact that, he's done this script 2 other times. But, a lot of folks might need wide receiver help. So he's absolutely an option. He's available in your league. But I'm happy that Robbie turned it around.
What I say is though, the difference is he got at least a decent step up in a little bit of quarterback play. We'll see if the offensive line can help Baker be a little bit better, but at least he got a quarterback that's going to at least try to throw the football deep.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I think Baker's more willing to take risks than any other quarterback we've had since the Rule era. So I think if we're going to have that, I think that's going to give more opportunity to Robbie, which makes me think that it's going to be different than what it's been the past 2 years. Well, 2019, he had a pretty good year. He had a 1,000-yard season. No, 2020, excuse me. But 2021, it was kind of But, we can all agree that Baker Mayfield's upgrade over Sam Darnold. So I think it'll be better than last year for sure. So, but,
yeah.
Happy for him.
All right, shout out to Robbie Anderson. Let's move on, Dave. We got to talk about this.
We can do the whole.
Dave.
We can do the whole thing on this shit right here. This right here is why I can't put it on the refs. I could put it on the refs, but it shouldn't have came down to that because of the piss poor coaching that we had in the first half. Just terrible.
It's just frustrating because you had all offseason to prepare for Nick Chubb, and they have Jacoby Brissett. Like you have to stop the run. And what do? They put up 217 on us, cuz 217. Like that's not acceptable. And then I mean, somebody said it earlier, and I gotta come to the altar for this, bro. The secondary was not that great. Like, yo, my man CJ Henderson. I said we was gonna be a top 5 secondary, and it ain't looking. That prediction not looking that great either. CJ Henderson gave up the big PI play, which gave up 7 points. And JC, he wasn't getting cooked, but JC, he slipped one time, almost gave up a big play. And then Dante was in position. I did tweet that he was getting cooked by Peoples-Jones. I wouldn't say that he was getting cooked, but he was right there. But Peoples-Jones was making some good catches. But you got to be able to break those up. And right now, that top 5 position, that top 5 prediction is looking real suspect right now.
And just one game.
So. Yeah, it's one game. Yeah, it's one game.
But it goes back to what I always say too, right? When you think about the Rivera era and you think about the John Fox era, there's one big similarity that we don't have right now, and it's called pass rush, bro. A phenomenal front 7 mask a secondary. I don't give a damn what you say. I don't give a damn how much you say it's a passing league. A phenomenal front 4 with 3 stellar linebackers mask the hell out of a secondary. You could put 4 bums back there and you wouldn't think they're bums because they ain't got to do much because the front 7 is doing their job. And now we got a stellar, we should have a pretty good secondary, but our front 4 ain't where it needs to be. That's just the reality of the fact.
Yeah. And then when you talk about good points, and then when you talk about on the offensive side of the football, right? McAdoo and his like what were we doing in the first half? Like we didn't even try to run the football. You've got Christian McCaffrey, you got these weapons, but you're trying to beat dudes out on the you throw these little bubble screens to Christian McCaffrey like that. That was all over. They was all over that stuff. Like the Browns were all over that, bro. Like man, I don't know what we were doing. I don't know what we were doing. I wish I had the breakdown of rush attempts in the first quarter, in the first half. I think it was like I'm like around 10, and it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's ridiculous. You got to be able to run the football, and that's what blows my mind. Dave, pause, is what you said. Like you hit the nail on the head. Like Matt Rule says he wants to run the football 30 times a game, but then you come out and you don't run the football. Bro. Like the game was not so out of hand when we couldn't run the football,
bro.
Like I don't understand.
And I wonder. I hopped in on Sheena and Vashti's halftime spaces, and that was my biggest beef. We ran the ball 3 times in the first half, bro. 3 times, bro. Chris McCaffrey got the ball crazy. 3 times. 3 times. 3 times, and that's my beef. Like he ended up running the ball 10 times, but I felt like that's why I'm like
joints came on the last drive. If you think, Dave, half those rushes came on the last drive when we try to milk the clock.
So that once again makes me feel a type of way, because you should have been running the damn ball all game. Like, I just want to be clear, bro. I'm not against giving other folks carries, but if you're telling me that you're going to run the ball 30 times, McCaffrey should get at least half those carries, half of them, at least half. And so he should have the ball. He should get 15 to 20. He should get 15 carries, five catches. I'm thinking 20 times. Like, he needs to touch the ball because he is a weapon, and it does keep the defense honest. Because if you're not going to get to the point of actually utilizing them, you're not going to take your decoy seriously.
Bro, he's going to keep him honest no matter what. I don't like Dave. I think you are really misunderstanding how it works, bro. If you have an effective offensive coordinator, bro, you can put Christian McCaffrey out there, and whether he's touching the ball, they're gonna fall. If they don't respect
they're gonna follow. No, I get what you're saying.
No, and if they fall asleep, guess what you do, Dave? You give them a rock. Like, you have to be able to find balance within your offense. If there's no balance, this is the NFL, bro. They're going to shut him, right? And even if they don't, bro, guess what's gonna happen if like I said, he gets 1,000. What's gonna happen, Dave? Though all those yards are great. All those yards are great, but what's it mean, bro? What does it mean?
You got to mix it up. I'm not saying he got to go 30. I ain't saying he got to touch the ball 30 times a game. I'm just saying it's got to be more than what he got in this game. It's got to be. It has to be. I don't disagree with getting the other folks involved. I just think it needs to be more than what he got yesterday. It has to be. He has to get more than 3 carries and a half. Like, that can't happen, bro, and expect to win. You got a quarterback who's having his first start against his former team on a new team, new offensive line, new offensive coordinator, and we look like we ain't hardly playing him in the preseason is what we look like. That's what we look like.
Well, yeah,
that's
part of it too.
That's what we look like.
Yeah,
like,
that's a good point.
And that is problematic. When you talk about penalties, when you talk about mistakes made on both ends of the spectrum, when you don't play your starters more often in-game reps, this is what happens. When you think that you're playing, when you think that, oh, we're playing them in the joint practices, and that counts as in-game reps, this is what happens. And shout out to Big Game James. I did the roundtable with him. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I did the roundtable with him. I think it was yesterday. And we talked about this, or day before yesterday. Either way, we talked about this. And the big thing he said was they're not the same. You shouldn't count them as the same. You got to have in-game reps. It's different. Like, we're out here trying to avoid injuries, and that's not the way it rolls. People get hurt every day, B. A lot of folks got hurt this week. That's just the way it is, bro. Injuries are part of the game. It's a brutal sport. That's why my mom didn't want me playing it. It's a brutal sport, bro. So that's just the game. That's just what it is. Injuries happen. There's players that injured themselves standing up from the couch, bro. It just happens. Just happens. It's part of it. All right, I'm done. Like you guys already know how I feel about the situation when it comes to Matt Rule. So I'm not here for. You know how I feel. Although, once again, shout out to Charlotte Vibe, shout out to Chris from Charlotte Vibe. Chris thinks he's not going to get fired if he survives the season. Chris thinks if he's going to get fired, it's going to have to happen during the season. Which is interesting.
It depends how if we start, bro. It could get. I mean, you look at that schedule, bro. If we don't get some dubs, like. Right now, bro, it's not good. Dude, Giants, Saints, Cardinals, 49, bro. If we don't get W's, it's gonna get, bro.
So I got a question for you. Let's have fun. And now I want to have fun.
Here we go.
Let's have fun. So let's say, all right, we lost this game. Let's say we lose to the Giants,
bro. We lose to the Giants. It's gonna be ugly, dog.
Let me finish. We lose to the Giants because that could actually happen. They won yesterday.
Oh, no shit. No shit.
We lose to the Giants. We lose to the Saints at home. And then we got the Cardinals. Is the Cardinals at home or is it on the road? It doesn't matter. We own the Cardinals.
Cardinals is at home.
All right. So and then we got the Cardinals at home. So first 3 out of 4 games is at home. And we lose all 4 of our games, including the road game against the Giants. Do you think it survives if we lose to Arizona, bro? I don't know if he can.
If we lose all the home games, so if we beat the Giants and lose,
no. If we go 0-4, if we start 0-4,
bro. If we start 0-4, I think it's a strong possibility, dog. I really do. I really do think if you look at
because Chris had me thinking about that over between the hour.
I think it's possible, bro. I think it's possible. If we go 0-4, I think it's possible, bro. I think Tepper might have enough.
Because that'll put us at 11 straight losses.
Yeah, and then Dave, I think Jared, shout out to Jared. He posted that joint the other day. He said, "Yo, under Matt Rule, only won 4 home games, dog. 4. That's completely unacceptable, bro. Yeah, shout out to Jared that posted that, man. That's not acceptable, bro. So all this home field, quote unquote, home field advantage, and we can't do shit with it because." One, we end up with half the fans of the other
because the Houston game was on the road, right? When we had we had 9 away games last year, so I think the Houston game was on the road last year, if I remember correctly. Golly, bro, 4 home games out of 17,
bro. That's nuts.
4-13 at home.
That's nuts.
The man's only had 10 wins. He's got more wins on the road than he does at home.
No, I hope we need some W's, man. I'm tired of losing for real. Like I know we talking hypotheticals, but I think Seeker said, yeah, we would, and I said too, all that said, the refs still stole this game from us at the end of the day. It's the refs' fault.
For all you gamblers out there. And you know what the funny thing is? There wasn't a spread for this game. It was even.
It was.
I actually placed a wager on this game. It was even.
We 2.5 point underdogs.
As we
for the
be.
Browns. I mean, for the
home
Giants.
team gets 3 points. Home team gets 3 points. So All
right, let's move on. Let's move on from coaching. Let's move on from home. From coaching.
We get, like I said, it could be a whole episode on that.
Listen, I gave Shad Smith a stock up. I know he didn't do much. This is a deeper point. The fact that
criminal link.
Exactly. The fact that he got more reps than 1 Terrace Marshall, 2 Rashard Higgins, that says a lot, bro. It says a lot.
Well, actually, do you know how? Wait, no. Here's the better question for you. How many reps did they have combined?
0.
That is correct. None.
0, sir. Losing stuff and getting no shots.
Terrace Marshall had 0 snaps, and Rashard Higgins had 0 snaps, and they didn't even have snaps on special teams, bro. So now you got to start questioning. Like Shenault was inactive, and that might have more to do with the fact he's still trying to learn the offense more than anything else. One of those guys gonna start being inactive once Shenault knows that offense, bro. Because Shenault can play special teams.
That's a fact.
So you better get ready, ladies and gentlemen. He is now our 3rd wide receiver, and I'm gonna talk about that too tomorrow for fantasy purposes.
Dave's right.
So
And then
So
this
he's
is
out there
right
wide
too.
receiver.
Shout out to D's ill skills. He says 6th round pick starting with starting with one with 2 targets. Starting with the ones, I believe is what he's trying to say. But listen,
Yeah.
I think you got to look at where he was taking the 6th round, and then look at where TMJ was taken in the same draft.
And it was a
2nd round
value,
pick.
and that was Terrence Marshall was considered a value pick at the time because they had him as a first round grade.
And he riding the pine. And listen, I'm disappointed because this is another guy I had high hopes for, and he turned out to be that man that used to wear number 12 for the Panthers. I'm not gonna say his name because every time I say his name, it seems like TMJ get injured, so I ain't gonna say his name. But it's looking real similar, Dave. Looking real similar, dog.
But we didn't even draft the guy that you're not trying to say the name of that high. He was a 6th round pick too, wasn't he? He was a 6th round pick too, wasn't he? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. And some of you guys don't even know who we're talking about, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
But yeah, he was always on the bike, man. He was always hitting that bike up.
Hitting the bike hard. So yeah, 6th round pick. Yep, 2010. But yeah, anyway, I just shot the shot, man, because I think he's owning that spot. He took it, and
he took that shit, bro.
I hopefully he gets some more targets. A lot of the balls are tipped, and some of the targets, or one of the 2 targets that he did catch one, and the other one I think it was an errant pass or it was picked. The interception was thrown his way, so right. It is what it is. Okay. It is what it is. But shout out to Shot Smith.
I'm
my other stock down.
I'm glad he did it. Where's the pass rush? You should put where's the pass rush when you do this. Where's the pass rush? You don't want to give credit to the vaulted Cleveland Browns offensive line?
They were missing their starting right tackle.
I know. That's why I wanted to say that.
And they were double teaming Burns. Shout out to Burns was still getting busy. I know some of y'all are haters, bro. Some of y'all don't like Burns, but Burns was still getting pressure. And he was decent against. I know he made some tough run stops too. So I like Burns, man. No problem with Burns at all. I think he's solid. He needs some help, bro. He even Myles Garrett got clowny. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have 2 pass. You gotta have a committee. Last year, Burns had it in Hassan. Not re-signing Hassan. I said it as soon as it happened, bro. I try to tell y'all. And we ain't got Yetur Gross-Matos, ain't seen him. Marquise Haynes, bro, I don't know what's going on. Frankie Louvu had 4 missed tackles. That was supposed to be the committee that was supposed to replace Hassan, and I ain't see it. I ain't see it nowhere. It's missing MIA. It's not good, bro. And I y'all could say, yeah, great. They do have a great offensive line, bro, but we got bigger issues, man. We got bigger issues, dog. We got some big issues on that pass. We got to find a pass rush, man. Because if we don't, they just gonna be able to run the football on us anyway. And then Jacoby was back there chilling, bro. I could have been the quarterback for the Browns and picked y'all apart and picked the Panthers apart. He was chilling back there, dog. Burns would get there occasionally. Can't do it by himself. Dave, what you got?
Look, man. Oh God, but we saw this coming, bro. We saw this
a mile away.
And now saw this coming. When we made the decision to not to re-sign Hassan, we knew this was coming. And now we're in a rough spot, and we still can't stop the run. We still can't stop the run. Everybody keeps asking about Derrick Brown. Let me tell you guys something, man.
Derrick Brown was fine, bro.
Derrick Brown played a good game yesterday. He might have been the best lineman that we had. Him and Burns.
He was the highest graded defender that PFF had. And again, when you look at the run fits, what is Derrick Brown's job against the run? Derrick Brown's job against the run is to take up the guard and the center, eat up that space, and let the linebackers come clean it up. Our
That's what
linebackers,
defensive tackles
they
do.
should be on stop down too because they ain't do shit. When your linebackers not going to work, that's the problem. It ain't Derek Brown. Like, what are y'all got to stop looking at the surface shit.
No, y'all trying to look at the stat line and not understanding what the roles are. Derek Brown ain't supposed to be a guy that gets like an absorbent amount. He's a defensive tackle. He's in the middle. Like he's supposed to be a block eater. Like he's supposed to eat up. He's supposed to get double teamed every play. That is his job. Triple preferably, but double is that's what he needs to do. And if we get to the point where he's not getting double teamed anymore, then yeah, now at that point he's not doing his job. But his job is to be double teamed, and you can't be calling nobody no damn bust until we get to the third year's over. So I don't want to see no Derek Brown as a bust in the chat. I ain't trying to hear it because off that means Gerald McCoy should have been a bust. The Dominican Sue should have been a bust because they were pretty much going at the same rate as him. And said some stats on it. Derek Brown has better stat line so far in his career.
I did a whole video on it. I did a whole video on Derek
Rashad did a whole breakdown on it. We're not doing that. No, everybody can't be Aaron Donald, folks. That can't happen. There's only one Aaron Donald. I'm not asking for Aaron Donald. You know what I'm saying? So let's stop that. But like, let's just remember a time when Luke first started playing middle linebacker as a rookie, right? You remember when Luke first came in as a middle linebacker?
I do.
And like people were saying how he was going through some, we were having trouble stopping the run. And Luke was trying to clean it up as best as he could as a middle linebacker, and he still was really good. But the biggest reason why he had to put in that work, he had no interior help on that line. And then we drafted Star and KK the following year.
Same year.
Huh? His rookie year when Luke was playing, we didn't have no defensive tackles. And then you're talking when we drafted KK and Star.
Yeah.
Same
KK
draft.
Star,
the same draft.
Yeah.
Yep, I might have misspoke, but yes, the same draft.
Yep.
To fix that. And then you saw our run defense improve. Like it's two lines, man. Derek Brown did his job, but we ain't got linebackers that can tackle like that. So
our linebackers.
We haven't replaced Luke, guys.
Yeah, we'll never do that. But we'll never replace.
It's gonna be a while before we get another Luke walking through that door.
We'll never get another Luke, bro. That man was he was there. Shout out to Luke being at the game too. We'll never get another Luke, dog. But you got to be able to feel. You got to be able to take as a linebacker to stop the run. You got to be able to take good angles, right? And you got to be able to react. And then you got to wrap up when you get your linebackers can't have mad missed tackles. Like it can't happen. And that's what happened. Luvu led the team in missed tackles. It can't happen. It cannot happen. Shaq had 2 of them. Shaq had 2 missed tackles too. We had a total of 16 missed tackles. That can't happen, bro. Most of them from linebackers.
And that's the thing. Like we talk about, while I agree it's going to be a while before we get somebody on the same level as Luke, but historically as a franchise, we've always had a really good middle linebacker. This is like probably the first era
I agree.
that we ain't really have a good middle linebacker. Like this era right now, by far the worst era of linebackers from us. We've always had great middle linebackers, bro. Dan Morgan and John Beeson and Luke. Yeah. Like we've had some really good linebackers over the history of this franchise.
So I think Andre Roberts is hurt. I think Matt Rule said he might be out for a little bit. So Shi Smith might get Shi Smith might get return duties, which probably going to make Chenault be active next week, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, but Andre Roberts is hurt.
So which guy you think they're gonna sit? Terrence Marshall or Higgins? I think if I was the best person,
they won't need to sit one if Roberts is hurt.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So when you look at, there was something somebody asked about Barno being an actor, bro. They got to put seven folks can't get a jersey on game day.
Yeah, but I was thinking with the way our pass rush is set up, bro, we need all of our pass rushers, bro. I know we went and got your boy Anderson or Henderson, whatever. What's your Henry Anderson? We got him. And he played some snaps, but I guess that made Barno pretty much expendable at that point. But we don't have. He's not he's more of a run stopper than these passers. They may they may
they probably let Henderson let Anderson
Yeah.
play because they knew they needed it because of who they were facing.
Right.
So I guess I
Yeah,
can give
they
them
may
credit.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's based on the scheme and what they're going up against too.
Yeah.
So
I think that's the case. All right, let's move on because Patrick was trash. Xavier Woods, I thought Xavier Woods had a decent game. And I seen him flash in the preseason, but he had a good game. He had a pick. If your boy CJ didn't clothesline the receiver, he would have had a pick. He had some good stops. He had some good pass breakups. He was there when JC got beat. So like I like what I saw out of Woods as a free safety because we've had some very questionable safety play, and so I like what I saw from Xavier Woods today. He was all over the field, or Sunday. He was all over. So I just want to call him out because the safety generally you want to plaster their name on the wall when they get beat, but when they do their jobs, you gotta shout them out because he didn't give up many big plays. He did miss a couple tackles, but he did his job. He shouldn't have been in position for some of those tackles to be missed, to be honest with you. But shout out to Xavier Woods, man. He had a good game.
Yeah, he had a good game. Shout out to him. I love the pickup when we got him.
All right, Dave. Hold on, because I got to share my screen. I got to share my audio real quick because this is just some complete cabbage.
I will say this because I was in the bar, I didn't hear the audio. So
no,
I'm intrigued.
This is nothing but cabbage. Okay, let's look at these. Okay, we're gonna break these calls down because this is terrible. So the referees get stock down for the refs because this right here is not my swag. It's illegal. You cannot do this. Ain't no audio on this, but you cannot. Hold on, Dave. You cannot do this, Dave. Bro, you cannot fake a spike. He said
they used to allow it, but I guess they changed the rule recently, right?
They changed the rule, bro. You cannot fake the spike.
Because Dan Marino did it to win a game once. So they got rid of it. They changed the rule.
But you see him do it. He looked. Okay, you see he looked. You cannot make that look. You have to immediately, if you're going to clock the football, you have to immediately do it. You can't look out because this is watch Burns. Watch Burns. Oh, you see how he reacted? Because he looked. You cannot do that. This is illegal, fam.
Yeah. That
is illegal. You cannot do that. We got robbed. And then he proceeded to explain why it's illegal. There's no foul on the play. The player faked the spike and then threw the spike. Fake the spike and then threw the spike. And you cannot do that. That is the definition of intentional grounding, which Dave would have resulted in a 10-second runoff and the game would have been over, bro. Yeah. There'd have been 3 seconds left. I don't think that's enough time to get because it would have been a running clock. They would have had to get their kickers on.
They were out of timeouts at that point.
They would have had enough time.
Yeah, so been out of timeout.
We would have won that game. We would have won that game, bro. You cannot do that. And we were robbed. Right. We were robbed. All that.
See, I couldn't. I haven't rewatched the end, and I haven't. And I didn't have audio in the bar, so like I just I thought it was what it was. So I didn't have no inkling of what was going on at that point. But like I saw the 15-yard penalty, and I didn't feel like that was a good call, but I didn't realize that part. And I know they said they're going to look into it. Obviously, they can't change the result. There's nothing
you can do. You can't change the result. But see, so here's my
because I know
I get it.
Rule was afraid to get fined. Rule was afraid to get fined.
Of course, all of them will walk in the line. But Shaq, a lot of people called it out. But here's the deal. Here's the deal, bro. Like I get all that y'all are saying. We shouldn't have been in that position. You're right. We had a terrible first half. It was awful. But Dave, that's why the game is 4 quarters, bro. We came out there, we fixed our shit, and we fought back and got back in it. And we had the lead. Only for the refs to take it from us. And I don't care. I don't care what y'all say, bro. This is cap. You cannot take the game away off of something like this, bro. You essentially explained the rule being illegal, and you didn't pick up, and you picked up the flag. Like that is bad officiating, bro. And I'll give him a pass even for the 15-yard penalty for the play
those are
where
judgment calls.
Burns,
those are judgment calls. So
I'll give him a pass on that because that's a really bang play. He couldn't see that Burns knocked the dude into the quarterback, and then the offensive lineman arm was the one. I get that. I can live with that one because that's hard to see. I can live with that, but I can't live with being the game snatched from us, bro. The game is 4 quarters, bro. The game is 4 quarters. We were asked in the first half. We actually adjusted and came back in the second half, only for this to happen. And it's cap, bro. It's cap. It's cap. Well, one more time, man. Let's see this one more time, man. Because I'm what, man, this is making me mad, bro. But you cannot look, because guess what happened on the other side? Amari Cooper ran a route. He ran an out route. That's what he's looking at, because he's gonna throw the football. This is why Burns is walking.
Then he made the decision to spike it after he realized it wasn't going to
exactly.
happen.
This is why Burns is walking. This is why Burns is walking, and then you cannot do that, bro. You can't do that. It's illegal. You cannot fake us. But do I need to read the rule again?
Yeah, he used to be that way, but maybe that ref didn't remember that part because he pretty much told on himself. That alone should have been somebody from New York should have caught that, because New York can make changes.
Exactly.
Too.
Exactly.
And that's problematic.
Let's read the rule, bro. Let's read the rule. Rule 8, Section 2, Article 1, Item 4 of the NFL rule book clearly states that you cannot fake a spike, then actually spike it. Item 3, a player under center is permitted to stop the game clock illegally to save time if immediately upon receiving the football snap, he begins a continuous throwing motion and throws the football directly into the ground. This is item 4, which is delayed spike. A passer, after delaying his passing action for strategic purposes, is prohibited from throwing the football to the ground in front of him, even though he is under no pressure from a defensive rusher. That is the rule, Dave. He broke the rule. It is a penalty, which would have resulted, because they had no timeouts, in a 10-second runoff. You cannot do that, bro. You cannot do it. We got hosed.
I wonder if the NFL Network still do their segment with the ref and they talk about this play this week. They absolutely should. And I know Ron Rivera was a legend about going to the ref about certain calls, particularly like when he was worried about his players getting fined or some type of penalty that shouldn't have been a penalty and things of that effect. So I hope Matt Rule's about that life and he sends the tape to the league. He absolutely better. Because I'm with you there. I'm still on the hey, it shouldn't have came down to this, but yeah, that's bullshit. Certifiable.
And then only to have the ref say it. The ref
that's the see. I didn't get the audio. Didn't realize he said all that shit. Yeah.
The ref said it. The ref said he faked the spike, bro. He confirmed it. You can't do that. And nobody stopped the game. They just I had to watch it on when I watched it live. I'm like, yo, why is this not stopped? Why are they not stopping to talk about this?
So be honest,
it just kept going.
Did you know the rule when you was in the crowd? I damn sure didn't realize.
I didn't know. No, I didn't know.
And that was recently.
I didn't know until I got back. And shout out to the person that tagged me on Twitter. Somebody tagged me on Twitter and was like, yo, this is the rule. They can't fake the spike. I didn't know. But it's not my job to know. It's the ref job to know.
No, I agree.
Supposed to know.
Nah, it's just interesting because I remember the legendary play that Dan Marino did when he did the fake spike and threw a damn 40 or 50-yard touchdown pass off a fake spike. Because it was running out of time.
I don't care what the rule is. I like the fake spike. I don't think it should be illegal. But it is. It's a rule. I think it's pretty cool to fake a spike. I think it's pretty cool to fake a slide too, like Pickett did. I think it's dope. But this is illegal now. You can't do it. If it's illegal, throw the
By
flag.
the way, man, rule can't challenge that play. Not within 2 minutes. Everything comes upstairs. And I don't even know if something like that is challengeable.
Bro, it should have been
probably
reviewable, bro. Listen, they got referees. They got New York watching all these games, bro. Somebody should have called down and said, "Nah, we got to stop the game." They do it any other time. How many times have we saw a game get stopped for some bullshit? Oh, they stopped the game to confirm this, some dumb play, and we all wondering what are they doing? They always stop the game to review something. They should have stopped it to review this too.
No, I agree.
But like I said, I hear what y'all are saying. I get we should not have been in the situation. It was bad. We played bad half of football.
The yards is irrelevant. The yards is irrelevant. It's about the fact that you got less than 10 seconds left in the game. So because of that, the game would have been over. They had to do the 10-second run off. The game would have been over. They wouldn't have been able to run any more plays. So the amount of yards for the penalty would have been irrelevant. But it is a loss of down, too. So, yeah. Oh, well.
We got hosed.
We did.
Anyway, my bad. Listen to this man. Listen to this man. One more time. Listen to this man. Listen to him.
There's no foul on the play. The player faked the spike and then threw the spike.
And look at Burns. Burns going nuts because you can't do that.
Yeah. Burns knows the rules. He knows the rules better than the ref does. Maybe he has some on the game, bro. Maybe he has some on the game, bro.
We got hoes. But anyway, Dave, look at this rookie report, man.
Wait, before we go, hold on. Shout out to Travis. We kicked y'all, but go Browns. Look, man, y'all should have won that game. You know it.
Yeah, we got robbed. Yeah, you kicked us, all right. Right in the balls.
It's the refs, but we kicked ourselves too. We played like trash, man.
Nah, we had the lead. Look at this rookie report, Dave.
Nobody played.
We got one rookie. And to be honest with you, this is what I expected. This is what I expect from the whole rookie class this year. Because I said this is a development year for all these guys, with the exception of Icky. I didn't expect to see any of these guys play. So this is about what I said when I said Brandon Smith needs time. Brandon Smith, he did play. He was active. He did play special teams. He had special team snaps. But everybody else Barnes got cut and went to Miami. Mays was inactive. Amari Barno was inactive. Corral is on IR. And Icky was the only one that played.
Played offensively. Brandon Smith got a special team plays. Special teams,
correct. And those to me that didn't. There's no grade for it, so I didn't put it.
No, I'm with you. Yeah, so I mean, Barno and Mays is going to be inactive a lot. I think you guys need to get prepared for that, particularly Mays. Even though Mays could play every position, it doesn't make sense to bring him in unless somebody gets hurt. So if the line stays healthy, you won't be seeing much of Cade Mays unless Cade Mays makes enough progress to beat out somebody that got one of the 46, which is very possible. Because I like Cade Mays, so I think he could potentially start getting active later in the season. But Barno is going to be tough. It's going to probably require injury before he gets.
Yeah, Barno got to put on some weight.
Yeah.
But Icky had a rough game, bro. So, but he's gonna be all right. Again, no one should have any long-term concerns over Icky. He's gonna be just fine, y'all. He's gonna be just fine.
He'll be fine.
But this is about what I expected. This is a development class, bro. They need time. I to be honest with you, outside of Icky, I think Cade Mays is the most ready to go right now.
I agree.
I like Brandon Smith.
Well, Brandon Smith's ready too, but
I like Brandon Smith, but I think he's more of a rotational guy right now until he can get on the field every down. Like I think you'll see him maybe occasionally, and then Barno, he got to put on some weight before he becomes super effective. But again, we got these speed guys. We need to get some weight on our defensive line, bro. We need to put some pause. We got to put some meat out there. Because we getting pushed around up front, man. But anyway, that's our rookie report, Dave. On Wednesday, we got special guest. Shout out to my man Diggy. 546. We linked up with him last year to preview the Giants game last year. We're gonna link up with him again on Wednesday at 9 p.m. So should be great. I think I got a question for. I know it's early, Dave. Is this a must-win game for the Carolina Panthers?
Are you kidding me? Have you seen our schedule?
Yes, tough.
Dude, we got to win tomorrow. We got to win on Sunday. We need to win the first 3 games. Hell yeah, this is the must-win.
Yeah.
This thing could go, yo, man. I had us at 7 wins, and we already lost one of the wins I had us get.
Yeah, same.
Now we down to 6.
Same, bro.
So,
I definitely had us winning that.
Bro, got to win this one. We mess around and lose this one. Come into the game against the Saints 0-2, man. We'll be a desperate team, but the Saints didn't look half bad with Jameis either. You saw what he did to Atlanta.
Well, we were forewarned by Big Q. So shit, everybody that watches this channel should have known that the Saints were going to be pretty solid because he was pretty confident in their squad. And anytime a YouTuber is confident in their squad, then I'm rocking with them because they actually follow the team. They ain't no damn we ain't just mute the mainstream, right? We ain't just saying shit just to be saying it. Like these dudes follow their squads, so they know what's up. So it is what it is. Shout out to Trey Joseph in the chat with the Who Dat Nation. So shout out to Trey. Shout out to the Saints, man. But anyway, Dave, that's about it. That's about all I got.
Oh, man.
Yeah. We gotta do better, bro. It's frustrating. Panther Nation, hang in there. It's frustrating, y'all. I was at the game. I was demoralized, bro. I just sat back in my seat for like 2 minutes, man. It's just such a Panther way to lose. You know, seeing like a 70-yard field goal kick, a walk off. I mean, it's just such a Panther way to lose, man. Like we gotta get better, bro. Listen, I get up here and we talk shit about Matt Rule. We talk shit about everybody. And we frustrated, but at the end of the day, you think we want to get up here and complain all the time, bro? Like we don't want to do this. We want to get up here and talk shit and be able to go to other YouTubers and be like, "Yo, we gonna whoop y'all ass next week." I want to be able to go. I want to go to Big Q show and be like, "Yo, I have no worries about you. You and your team."
Well, I did do that. I did do that the last time we did a joint.
I want to be able to do that. Like we can't do that. Like we can't do that with a conscious heart because we not that good and we know it. We know it. We know we're not that good, and we try to call it like it is. But I want to be able to call it like it is and be good and be confident about it. I don't want to be up here complaining all the time, man. We got to get better, man. I think we got the pieces. We just got to figure it out.
Bro, what are we going to do if we lose to the Giants on Sunday, bro?
Bro, if we lose to the Giants on Sunday, it's going to, like, that's not good. That's going to be bad, man. I'm telling you. Because then you got the 49ers coming in, who they did lose to the Bears. But then you got the Cardinals after that. Like, and then it goes down. After week 5, it goes downhill quickly. Like, it's tough.
I just saw something that ruined my fantasy hopes.
Man, nobody care about your fantasy, man. I'm retired.
Javonte Williams fumbled in the end zone, bro. All right, damn it. All right, so
yeah, I think the Giants are a good team too, man. You see
man. I didn't watch the game.
You see them celebrate. You see the tweet of them celebrating with Dabo. Like they was like they got a monkey off their back. Like them dudes. And, Saquon put up. He's healthy.
Dude ran for 164 yards yesterday, bro.
Bro, like, and we just got 217 put up on us. It could be, bro. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If we get the ball ran down our throats, if we get the ball ran down our throats, bro, I'm not.
Pause, man. Pause, Dave. Jesus.
Pause.
Come on, man.
Pause.
Shout out to Tyler Smith. Yes, I plan to stream. I don't know where Dave is gonna be, but I do plan to stream.
If the game's on television, there's a chance that it might be. I will join you. Otherwise, I'll be at some bar somewhere hoping they don't drink the bar out. Because if we lose to the Giants, bro, there's gonna be a lot of alcohol consumed if we lose to New York.
Oh, real quick, I got to update y'all on the cowbell joint. So the cowbells are apparently, shout out to Tony, because I told Tony to spread the word, but cowbells are prohibited, so we cannot bring those.
Really?
In.
So how did somebody get a cowbell in the game?
I don't know how they got them in. I saw them, bro. They had 2 joints, and them joints was loud, and nobody took it from them. Nobody took them from them.
Yeah,
so,
and I don't think we. I don't. And if we do, like, they'll probably start. Because they're watching. They're watching it, so we got to back out.
Yeah, and if the whole crowd started using them, they would take them. So let's cancel Operation Cowbell, but we can't do it. We can't do it. So we have to find something else. We got to get a little bit more creative. We got a little bit more creative. So
they realized they were prohibited, man. How are cowbells prohibited? Why cowbells?
Yeah, it said any noisemakers or bells are prohibited. Can't bring them.
Really?
Yep.
So they want me to.
Yep, it's true. Shout out to Tony, man. He ran it down because I was about to have a whole Panther Nation out there with cowbells, but you can't. Yeah, I don't even think you can do clappers. I don't think so.
No.
Shout out to Preston, man. Shout out to Preston. Preston was in the building with me for the MVP giveaway. Shout out to Preston, man. Yeah, you just gotta be. I know Tony was talking about using his keys, but that's probably about the best you can do is shake your keys.
Shake your keys, because those aren't allowed unless you come up with some loud ass keys. Some that clank, big ass metal keys.
I don't care. I got like 3 keys on my keychain.
I wish. That's right. I got more keys for the office stuff than anything else.
And Dave, I sent you your ticket to the game.
You did?
Yeah.
You sent me an email?
Yep. You got to accept the transfer.
Today is National Video Games Day. We just
all right, man. Days. All right, let's get up out of here, man. Again, we'll see y'all on Wednesday, and then after that, we're going to see you on Sunday. I will be live streaming the game. So that being said, man, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, get in the comments, all that good stuff. We out.
All right, man. Peace, guys.